to another Daishinfinity video. In this video, we're going to talk about the formula for finding extreme points at a specific curve, f of x. Now, every time we want to find the extreme points, like the maximum of the minimum of any given function, the formula we have to use in order to find the place of x, the position of x is equal to the equation f prime of x is equal to 0. Now, I would like to prove this formula to you by using another set of mindful ideas I brought up a few weeks ago. Now, say we have a function in a coordinate system x and y. Let's say the function goes like this. It looks red. So let's say the function has those type of curves. Let's say it's like a sine curve, but differently shaped. Now, to find the slope of the line, we have to take the tangent of the curve. So let's use blue for any tangent. So let's pick any point x naught and then get to a point f of x naught to get to this point. And the point is called p x naught, f of x naught. And now what we are going to do is we are going to construct a small tangent line on top of it, which would define the slope of the line of the function at the position x naught. Now, if we look at the maximum and the minimum points, we have to talk about the local maximum and the local minimum points. Now, if we talk about the local maximum and what did I say? Just the local and the global ones. The global ones, we are not going to talk about it because the global ones we have to take the limit, and then we don't know really if the slope of the line is, I don't know, any given number. But we can talk about the local lines. About the local lines, we can see if we would put any tangent line on those local points, then what we would have is a tangent line parallel to the x-axis, which means that the slope of the tangent line is equal to 0. So the formula is just going to be n. Let's say the normal, you see the line, the slope line curve is mx plus n, and where m is 0, so 0 is going to cancel out the x, so we would only have n. And I was thinking about, when we have the tangent line, where would the tangent line intersect the y-axis? Obviously, at that place, at the same place. So it's just going to be n. This is just going to be n. Do you see? So let's just take the tangent line. Okay, so the tangent line t of x is just going to be f of x naught plus f prime of x naught times x minus x naught. Now we have to take in consideration that if t of 0, if t is the x is equal to 0, we would get n. Now if we would get n, we would plug in all of the zeros inside, so we would get n is equal to f of x naught. And keep in mind that x naught is not the x, is not the input. X naught is just a place where we do all of those things. Okay, so now we have 0 minus x naught, and the 0 would just be nothing, so we would have minus x naught, so it will be n is equal to f of x naught plus f prime of x naught minus x naught. So x naught will be here, and let's say this is minus. Now if we would take a look back at our graph, and if we would take x naught to be here, right, because we want to, let's say we're just taking a point x naught, and it just happened to be at the extreme point, so this place is just f of x naught. So since the f of x naught and the n is just equal, we can just write n is equal to f of x naught, and we can plug in the f of x naught in the n. So we would have f of x naught is equal to f of x naught minus f prime x naught times x naught. Now we can minus f of x naught on both sides, because we have them on both sides, we will have 0 is equal to minus f prime x naught times x naught, which would mean we would have two quantities that are multiplied that is equal to 0, and we have the theorem that a times b, if that is equal to 0, then a is equal to 0 or b is equal to 0. So over here we would have that if we would divide all by -1, we would just have this part, so f prime of x naught is equal to 0 and x naught is equal to 0. Now the x naught is obvious, because if we take a point x naught is equal to 0 and the n is equal to 0, then obviously this is just valid. But the more valuable thing is not this one, is this one. We just found out a new formula for finding a extreme point without looking at any lecture book or anything. So we just somehow prove the formula that f prime of x naught is equal to 0 is indeed a formula that we have to use in order to find the extreme point of any given function. So I hope you enjoyed the video. We'll see us in the next Daishinfinity video. See ya.